Here's a quick AudioLlama pro tip for you. And by pro tip I mean critical to basic turntable playback. Make sure your turntable is level. Maintaining a level surface for your turntable is surprisingly often overlooked by a lot of people, but is entirely critical to good record playback. If your turntable is even slightly skewed to one side, it can cause your tone arm to track slightly incorrectly in the grooves. It can cause your precisely configured anti-skate to not really do its job properly. After all, if the turntable is kind of skewed to the left, then a greater force is going to be applied in that direction due to gravity on the tone arm. Furthermore, this can introduce unwanted lateral pressure to the bearings underneath the platter. This can not only cause greater wear and potentially damage the bearings, but can also result in unwanted rumble and noise that gets translated to your stylus and then to your speakers. In the very worst instance, your turntable not being quite level could cause a certain instability in the turntable's speed as it goes round. So then, how do we fix this great conundrum? Well, the first thing you'll need is a spirit or a bubble level. You can pick them up in any hardware store for like £2 or £3, or probably $2 or $3 in the US if you live over there. Then you need to go to your turntable. Or if you're being extra lazy, I imagine you could just download one of the Android or Apple apps that do this for free on your smartphone, if you've got one. Basically, if you've never used a spirit level before, there are two green bars with bubbles that float along them, one for the x-axis and one for the y. You'll know when your record player is level when the bubble sits at the centremost point between the two guidelines.
Now, luckily for me, my turntable comes with 3 completely adjustable feet. But if your turntable only has 3 or 4 completely flat, unadjustable feet, then you might need to put some spacers underneath them.
You can use something as simple as a bit of cardboard. You could get something a little bit more rigid and a little bit more sturdy as a little piece of wood. At the end of the day, all you're doing is making sure your turntable is flat. It probably doesn't matter all that much what way you do it. I'm just waiting for all the comments telling me how much it really does matter in what exact way you do it, but never mind, we'll get past that, we'll deal with it, we'll work with it. So there you go, you have a completely, beautifully level turntable. It is actually really important to good quality playback with your record player, and it's really easy to do if you've got a smartphone or if you can go out to your local hardware store, it's a very American way of saying it, a tool shop or something, and spend £2 or $2 and get a spirit level. It's going to sound better and it's going to be good for your record player. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, click up for another video from the AudioLlama. I can't remember what videos I've done recently. It'll recommend you one up here. Click on the llama's face to subscribe and click down here for another video. Thanks for watching. Ta-ra.